Yeah, your problem isn't, your worth ethic. You work hard, man. The problem that you're having, especially in season, is you don't know when to stop. You got to understand what you're trying to accomplish when you step in the cage. So when you're in tee work, you're trying to feel your swing, right? With front toss, you're trying to feel your timing and your swing. And then with live and with the pitcher, or with the machine, you're trying to feel the pitch along with timing in your swing. So when you go through that process, you got to understand, okay, this is what I'm going for. All right, stop and move on. This is what I'm going for, stop and move on. So sometimes it's 5 reps off the tee. Maybe it's 15, maybe it's 50. It can be different every day, depending on what your purpose is for that day. Same thing on front toss. Maybe you don't need 20, 30. Maybe it's 5, maybe it's 15. If they do with throwing, because what's happening is that you keep going and going and going and going, and then eventually you start getting a little tired, and then you start getting mindless. And when you get mindless, you lose sight of the process. You lose sight of your approach that you've been doing to get you those results. So now you're not happy with the results because you're getting mindless, which is now causing you not to, mindless swings, or now you're expanding the pitches that you're swinging at, or maybe you're trying to muscle up, maybe you're trying to do too much. Whatever it is, that starts happening whenever you get tired. So now you're frustrated because you're not hitting like you were 20 balls ago, 40 balls ago. And so now you spent the next 20 minutes trying to fix what you think is happening there, when really you needed to stop 40 swings ago, or you need to take a break. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to tell you not to get your reps in, not to get your work in, but you really have to understand when to stop, because you're developing the bad habits that way. It's in the extra work that you do where you start getting outside of your purpose. You start getting mindless, and you start trying to create a result instead of just getting the result. That makes sense? So that's the takeaway that I want you to have is you got to have a specific purpose of what you're trying to accomplish, and you got to know what that feels like, and know to be able to say, okay, let's move to front toss. Let's move to the machine. You got to know what that feels like. You got to know the feel that you're after, and it's not the result. If you get the feel right, the results will be there. Got that?